Welcome back to Gaming Night. I'm your host, G.A.M.E.R here, and today we're going to be starting a brand new series here on the channel. I know it's not really a series, but I mean, it's going to be a reoccurring type of video pretty much every month. I haven't decided if we're going to do every 2 weeks or every month. Haven't really decided yet. It may vary, who knows, but rather or not, we are going to be doing a most anticipated games video, or just anticipated games video. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and talk about games that are coming out here soon that I'm excited for, others may be excited for, pretty much just any game coming out here soon. We're going to go ahead and talk about it, give my overall thoughts on it, give my excitement on it, and yeah, just kind of have a little bit of fun talking about some upcoming games because that's always fun. I don't want to do like a top 5 most anticipated games video like every 2 months because number one, games are always changing and are coming out, so my list is obviously going to change. And number two, I don't really like comparing all those because like anytime I say, oh yeah, like for example, this isn't my actual list, but if I was like, oh yeah, man, Spider-Man 2 is my most anticipated game, then anytime a conversation about like Mario Wonder or Alan Wake 2 comes up, they're like, oh yeah, but you're not as excited about it for Spider-Man 2. I'm like, no, just because I say Spider-Man 2 is my number one doesn't mean number 2 and 3 are super far below number 1. Like, honestly, like right now I have 3 most anticipated games. Like, I don't know what is my most anticipated game right now because I have 3. So instead of ranking, comparing, being like, oh yeah, I like this one more than others, no, we're just going to celebrate the games. We're going to talk about the games. We're just going to have fun, talk about some upcoming games that we can all be excited for, no matter what your list is, no matter what my list is. We're just going to talk about the thing we love, games. And one of the most exciting things in gaming is looking forward to the future, seeing upcoming games, looking at trailers, getting reveals, all that stuff. And that's what this series is all going to be about. It's just upcoming games and getting excited for the future of gaming. So, with that being said, we are currently in the month of October at the time of recording this and at the time of uploading, October. This is one of the busiest months we've ever had, like ever, in games. Like, it is insanely stacked. I don't know why all the companies and studios decided to release their game in October, but that is what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and go through October and all these games are coming out. Now, I am recording this kind of in the middle of October, so some games have already come out, but I'm just going to go ahead and recap them anyway, just so we can get on with this series for sure. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with the first game, and that game is none other than Assassin's Creed Mirage. So this game is obviously a Ubisoft game, and this is a return to form for Assassin's Creed as a franchise because, well, it's kind of taken a bit of a different turn compared to the first like bunch of Assassin's Creed games. Odyssey actually really started with Origins, then Odyssey and Valhalla. It really took a more open world RPG action kind of turn, whereas they kind of left the parkour out, they kind of left a lot of the stealth out, a lot of the story driven, more concentrated, focused Assassin's Creed games behind. And this is a more return to form game. Now, this game has already come out. It came out about a little over a week ago, and I have been playing it. I'm actually really close to finishing it, and I have to say, I am thoroughly loving it so far. I'm so happy they've gone back to the classic formula. Don't get me wrong, I love Odyssey and Valhalla, but you can't go wrong with the classic Assassin's Creed formula. It really just is something special, and I'm super happy that I've been able to play another Assassin's Creed game like that. And I really am loving the main character, Basim. I'm loving the world. The visuals are stunning. I love the setting that they chose. The story, it's not the greatest story, but it is still there. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage has officially come out. The next game we're going to be talking about has also just released, and that is Forza Motorsport. So this is an Xbox exclusive first-party game, and it's been a long time since we've gotten a Forza Motorsport. I don't know the exact date. I want to say maybe like 2016, 17. It has been a long time, and Forza Motorsport is finally back, and honestly, from what I've played and from what I've seen, better than ever. I have gotten the chance to play just the opening and the intro, a couple of races, and I mean, let's get the obvious things out the way. It is visually stunning. It is super impressive what they're able to do with all the tech, with the engineering of the game, and it is fun. It feels really good racing. None of the controls are weird or anything. It just feels like a really polished high quality racing game, and I honestly expect nothing else from Forza. Forza's like the only franchise I think ever in like the history of ever to have like over like 12 games maybe, and every single one of the games is on Metacritic an 80 or above, like an 8 or above, just not even on Metacritic, just an 8 or above. No game has ever gone below an 8 from Forza. And I'm talking Horizon or Motorsport. And once again, they have delivered because Xbox has put out another high-quality Forza Motorsport game. So if you love racing, if you love Xbox, it's on Game Pass day one. Make sure you go try it out because Forza is constantly pushing the boundaries for racing and sports game, and honestly, just game technology in general. So definitely go give that a try. I'm definitely looking forward to playing more of that. So this next game actually just came out yesterday at the time of recording this, and that is Lords of the Fallen. So I've actually been really looking forward to playing this game, but I have decided to go ahead and wait on it just because I'm trying to finish Assassin's Creed. I'm still trying to finish Starfield and Final Fantasy 16. So there's no point adding on another game, especially a Souls game. But man, does this game look really, really awesome. And yeah, I'm very, very excited to get my hands on it. It's basically a Souls game that isn't from Software, but there's like two different realities. There's like a dark reality, and then there's normal reality, which is still looking really, really dark, but you know, it's not like super dark, I guess. I don't know if that's the greatest explanation, but it looks visually stunning. The gameplay looks sick. A lot of the character designs look incredible. Boss designs look incredible. Story seems interesting, and this is kind of like a remake of a very, very old game, Lords of the Fallen. So, you know, there's definitely been a lot of hype around it. There's definitely been a lot of anticipation, myself included, and I definitely can't wait to give it a try once I do finally get it. It'll probably be a Black Friday purchase for me. Yeah, if anybody has played it, definitely let me know how it's been. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a try when it comes out. So this next game we're going to talk about is a little bit smaller one that's definitely gone over a lot of people's radar, or under a lot of people's radar, and that is Hellboy Web of Wired, or Weird. I don't know exactly how you say the word, W-Y-R-D. I'm not exactly sure, but this game was actually announced at the last Game Awards 2022, and it looked really, really cool. It's got that original Hellboy comic art style to it, and the gameplay actually looks really sick. It looks like a really like over-the-shoulder hack and slash shooter kind of. You can kind of see some of the footage here on screen. Yeah, it's like a really up close and personal beat 'em up. Like, I don't know. It just looks really, really cool. It looks like it's gonna be an absolute blast. This is definitely a game that I'm gonna want to check out and give a try. I'm not exactly sure what platforms this game has released on. But I will go ahead and post that on the Instagram once I do figure it out, and once I start playing, I'll let you know what I think of it. But honestly, I think it looks really, really cool. And I haven't really heard any reviews. I do believe it has already released, so definitely gonna be one that I go in open-minded and just kind of don't know what to expect. But all I know is it looks sick, and can't wait to give it a try. 2D Sonic is making its return with Sonic Superstars, and this game comes out like 4 days from the time of recording this, and reviews have started to roll out, and it sits at a little bit higher than what Sonic Frontiers was scored critically, which do keep in mind that fans actually adored Sonic Frontiers, so don't always take the critic score seriously, but I do have a friend who's very much looking forward to this game, sorta, I think. I don't know, he complains about things a lot, but he also says he's hyped. It's confusing. But, you know, this isn't a game that I'm particularly too excited for. I'm not the biggest 2D Sonic fan. But, you know, for people who are, it definitely looks interesting. It's definitely a more creative-looking 2D Sonic game, I guess. But basically, it's very co-op-esque. And there's just a lot going on, which is kind of the main reason I'm not too interested. It just seems like too much going on for me. It just looks chaotic and not like I would enjoy it very much, but that doesn't mean you guys won't, and that doesn't mean other people won't either. So definitely give it a try if you are a fan of Sonic or 2D Sonic games, or just 2D fans in general, because it does look like it could be a lot of fun. But yeah, so Sonic's went ahead and returned with Sonic Superstars, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. So I think the last UFC game that came out was, I I want to say 2020, I think. And that was UFC 4. Now, UFC 5 is finally coming out. I've enjoyed my fair share of the UFC games in the past, so this will definitely be a game I'd probably pick up for Black Friday or a little bit later down the line. But honestly, from the trailers and footage that we've seen so far, it does look like they did make a lot of big changes, and it definitely seems like this is going to be a big leap for UFC as a game. And you know, as a boxer myself, I always love MMA. I love watching it just because you know, it's in the combat sport genre, and so, you know, it's definitely exciting to see us get another combat sports game, just because, especially since we haven't gotten like a boxing game or anything. Really, it's just the WWE games and these UFC games is really all the combat sports stuff we really get. So it's always great to get a new UFC game. Hopefully we can at some point get another Fight Night or something from EA. But, you know, EA's honestly killed this UFC franchise. Like, not killed in a bad way. Like, they've done a really good job with the UFC games in the past. They continue to deliver, so hopefully they continue to deliver with this UFC 5 installment. And yeah, if you guys are gonna give it a try, let me know how it is before I pick it up later in the year and give it a try myself. But yeah, it definitely looks very, very interesting. Again, a bit of an odd one, but Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 is releasing this month. And look, I know it's a really weird like game to talk about because you may not be excited for it. There's a very high chance you aren't. But I actually really enjoyed the first game. I think it's a fun little game for sure to play. You can build your own tracks, collect different cars, and race, and it is fun. It is fun. But they did reveal a sequel. They're adding like motorcycles and like big trucks and buses and stuff like that. I do believe. And I'm sure it's gonna be a little bit of a upgraded visuals. Sorry, the trailer's funny. It's gonna be some upgraded visuals. We're gonna be able to go outside and go to a bunch of different areas for courses and tracks. So I am definitely excited. Again, it's gonna be another game that I pick up a little bit later down the line. But yeah, super excited to see what kind of new improvements and additions they add to this one, just because I truly do believe the first game was really fun and it was a really good idea, and I'm glad it was a thing. So to see it even get a sequel is really like quite shocking, but also super happy that it does. Yeah, see, there you go. Monster trucks, ATVs, motorcycles, all that stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. Definitely cannot wait to see. And maybe we get a third one if this one does well. Who knows? But anyway, let's move on to the next game. After so long of being dead silent, Metal Gear Solid is officially coming back with a master collection. Now, this is volume 1. I'm not exactly sure what games are in here. I'm pretty sure there's like, I don't know. I think there's like 6 games in here. 6 like very classic games. And as somebody who's never really played the Metal Gear games, I've only played the Phantom Pain. That's the only one I've really played. I played one on the PS3, but I didn't play it all the way through. Just played a little bit. I'm definitely excited to finally jump into this franchise, like, for real. And this is a great way of doing it. It's coming to all platforms, I do believe. And like I said, it's a bunch of classic games. So really looking forward to getting my hands on this franchise because it is legendary. It's iconic. Solid Snake is one of the most iconic video game characters. And honestly, this is just another step for Konami coming back. They have been on a roll recently with announcements and stuff. They haven't necessarily released any games yet, but they're cooking. They're cooking. Let them cook. And they are bringing us, I mean, we got a bunch of Silent Hills coming. We got, obviously, this Master Collection for Metal Gear. And we got Metal Gear 3 Delta coming out, which is the Metal Gear 3 remake. Yeah, it looked like about 6 to 5 games there. So, yeah, and it is on every platform. So cannot wait for people to finally jump back into the Metal Gear franchise. Now, another small game, but it's not really small because a lot of people actually have played this, but this is a sequel to a game that I actually loved. It came out, I think, 2021 or 2020. And, well, this is Ghost Runner 2. So, Ghost Runner is this really fast-paced game where you play as this ninja samurai, like, kind of robot, like cyberpunk-esque, cyber ninja type character, and you can run on walls, teleport, like go in slow-mo. It is a really fun game, and I did not expect it to get a sequel just because, I don't know, it didn't seem like that type of game to get a sequel, but here we are. Yeah, you can see the footage right now. It's super fast-paced, super high action. Get vehicles this time around. It just looks like it's going to be absolutely insane, just like the first one, if not more. And I'm super thrilled because, like I said, I think the first one was definitely underrated in a lot of ways. There was so much potential, and I just hope they can try and turn this into more of a mainstream release, because it could be awesome for sure. Now, like I did say earlier, I do have 3 most anticipated games coming out in October, so we're finally going to get to those. The first one being Alan Wake 2. Now, I love Alan Wake 1. I think it is just an absolutely phenomenal game. And after all these years, we're finally getting a sequel. We can finally see how the story plays out. But everything I've seen about this game has just been, honestly, perfection. Honestly. The gameplay we've seen looks incredible. The story looks like it's going to be super engaging, super just so engaging. So engaging. That's all I'm trying to say. Engaging. And the gameplay looks like it's just going to be better than ever. But the thing that is so exciting me the most is this game actually looks like next gen. This looks like it is going to be pushing boundaries. This looks like the next step for survival horror games. That's what I'm so excited for, because everything I see about it just screams something I've never even seen or done before. And that I can't quite grasp what I'm trying to say, because this game is really weird to describe to somebody. And you kind of just have to see it. And from the footage you're probably seeing, you're probably questioning what the heck is even going on. And that's what everybody's trying to figure out, because the visuals look awesome. Gameplay looks awesome. And just knowing how great the first game was and how great of a studio Remedy is with, Alan Wake 1 and Control, and with other games, they know how to make great games. And from what we've seen, this looks like it is going to once again be another fantastic game. I cannot wait for Alan Wake 2. Honestly, at this point, from everything we've seen, this could be once again another Game of the Year contender. Speaking of Game of the Year contenders, wait for it, Mario. Okay, listen, we gotta talk about Mario, because if you would have told me, about a year ago that 2023 would be the year a brand new 2D Mario game releases, and it is one of the most anticipated games of the entire year, and looks like one of the most highest quality, creative, unique games we've seen in a very, very long time, and that it is a legitimate Game of the Year contender, and that I would have it in my top 3 most anticipated games, I would tell you, you are stupid. But now, I feel stupid, okay? Because as soon as I saw this game, I loved everything I saw about it. The new art style is phenomenal. The gameplay looks phenomenal. Music, as always, sounded phenomenal. Everything we have seen about this game looks, in capital letters, phenomenal. I cannot tell you how confident I am that this is going to be one of the best games of the year, if not one of the best games of the entire Nintendo Switch generation. That is how confident I am in this game. And that is not an easy sentence to say. There are games like Metroid Dread, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, some of my top ones. Those are the ones I just listed. But, you got Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Odyssey, Kirby Forgotten Land. I mean, actual amazing games. And I truly think this has the potential to be amongst them, because it looks so phenomenal. I am so excited. Like, honestly, I'm probably going to play this before Spider-Man, which is crazy, because Spider-Man is in my top 3 favorite games of all time. Marvel Spider-Man PS4 is in my top 3 favorite games of all time. And this game has somehow exceeded my excitement for so many other games, and I cannot wait to jump in to Mario Wonder. But speaking of Spider-Man 2, this has been the game we have been waiting for since the PS5 was released, since the PS5 was announced. It's the sequel to Marvel's Spider-Man PS4, debatably one of the best superhero games to ever be created. Actually, not even debatably. It is one of the best superhero games to ever be created. And we're finally getting a sequel. And it looks better than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Kraven the Hunter. We got Venom. We got the Lizard. I'm sure we got other enemies. We got Peter. We got Miles. It is go time, ladies and gentlemen. At time of recording this, we have less than a week until this game comes out. And I am so excited. Everything about this game, again, just looks like it's hitting every note that it has to. With all the characters, with all the story elements, with, you know, the main character arcs. It just looks like it's going to be such an emotional, thrilling adventure. And that's really all I can ask for coming from a sequel to one of the greatest games released last generation. So definitely looking forward to seeing where the story goes and see if it could top the amazing first game. And man, look at this shot right here. Venom. Yeah. Nah. I'm in. I'm ready. Spider-Man 2. Ladies and gentlemen, that is October for you. So yeah, like I said, guys, October's stacked. In case you weren't already aware. October is absolutely stacked. I probably threw in some games there that you weren't expecting me to talk about. I mean, the obvious ones we talked about. AC Mirage, Forza Motorsport, you know, Alan Wake 2, Mario Wonder, Spider-Man 2, Lords of the Fallen. Those were all pretty obvious ones. But, you know, I tried throwing in there like Hellboy. I tried throwing in UFC 5, Sonic Superstars, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2, Metal Gear, Ghost Runner 2. There's so many games, guys. There is so many games. I'm still trying to catch up from current games. But I'm super excited. Let me know what you guys think. What is your most anticipated game out of all these? I'm not going to say what my most anticipated is because, honestly, I don't have one. I did tell you I have my top 3. But that's all I'm going to say because I'm just excited for all 3, and I hope all 3 are just as amazing as they look. But like I said, we're going to be doing this almost every month. I haven't decided if it's going to be every 2 weeks or every month. I'm probably going to do it every month just because I'm not sure. Not every month's going to be like October where there's like 3 games releasing every week. So it's going to be really hard to do that. But definitely once every month at least, covering all the games releasing in that month. So I'll see you in November for that one, but hopefully you guys enjoy these new videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. G.A.M.E.R out. Peace.